Yeah, my name's Jed. Some guy people know me as in the music world. I would say I am a producer, music producer, and beat maker. Same thing, really. I suppose it's a kind of an argument in itself, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it is stuff that's in the making. To be fair, if I can enjoy it for a period amount of time, I'm sure other people will, and so that's kind of why I listen to some of the shit I do. But also because of the artists I work with are fucking dope. So I'm really listening to them more than I'm listening to. I'm not ignoring them and listening to the beat in the background. It's like I captured some greatness from some people I work with, and I just like enjoy listening to it. In the sense that they kind of are in the background, sometimes don't get the credit they deserve. And I'm guilty of kind of that. There's a lot of big songs out there that you just probably don't even care. You don't care or even think about. It's just literally about the song that you love. The person representing the song is usually the person who's on the visuals. I will choose my cameos very wisely. I tend not to put myself in that visual forefront, for my own personal reasons. But there's a lot of guys who deserve, and they are getting the credit. There's a lot of more than ever. I think most people can name producers. Maybe the producer wasn't good enough to the point that he didn't stand out and didn't deserve the credit. But the ones that people are talking about, they have such something about them that, of course, it goes beyond them being in the background. Because, especially when they release solo stuff, because a lot of producers now will drop instrumental beat tapes, so it gives you the opportunity to really indulge in producers' music now more than ever. Sam I Am being one of them. I've got all his vinyls, and it's like, how many other producers can I just flick on put a record on, and it's just pure instrumental for 45 minutes. Basically, if you deserve it, innit? If you deserve, I think it's down to the graft of the producer and really what they want and what they want out of it. It's constant. Yeah, it's constant. I mean, I'll show you off camera all the albums that are ready to drop. Whether or not it's little bits and pieces I might have a little beat here and a beat there, but essentially I'm probably sitting on about 7 albums that I've fully produced that are just not just sitting there, but they're in the process of becoming something. And at the same time, we're devising plans to start recording Cult Mountain 3, for instance. It's because we binge. That's what we do. With some people, I binge. Like, they will say, let's just do it. We're going to do an album, and we'll just spend a solid few days. Even like Cult Mountain 1 was made in a week. I think it's because we're all so like-minded, but at the same time, all so fucking different. If that makes sense. It's mad, and I kind of think, there's only one Lee Scott as far as I'm concerned, and there's only one Trillion as far as I'm concerned, and there's only one Milk, and it's like, but I just think it's it's easy, and that's what I love about it. It's easy. I wouldn't say it's thoughtless, because a lot of thought does go into some of the songs and what we release and things like that, but at the same time, I find it easy. I'm just a fan of all of them. So it's fucking sick. I never met. I was working with Milk because he was Don Silk, innit, as he was in Piff Gang, but I didn't know anything much about what he did previous as Monster Under the Bed. So he educated me on what he did, and then introduced me to Lee. Lee asked me to do a remix. Done the remix, and it had Trillion on it. I'd never heard Trillion in my life, and then the remix I did was that Puta remix, and I'd done some like drugged out Valium type thing remix, and then we just decided to base Cult Mountain off the back of this remix.
this ain't skateboarding music. Personally, I think skateboarding's stupid. My bad.
There we go. Not many people knew that.
Off with his head, amputate limbs. Now how you gonna ollie with the prosthetic leg?
Yeah, man. Can I buy a beat? Obviously it's a common thing. It's a common question. It's fucking dope that people were willing to pay, put their hand in their pocket, you know, because that's how people can make a living out of this. But me personally, you know, I have sold beats, and I have actually been through the situation where I've sold the beat and for 100 quid, 200 quid, and I spent the money in a day. You know what I mean? I might have sold a beat and then bought a new microphone, but the fact is, I've bought it now, the money's gone, but now what am I left with? If I really like you, I will give you this beat, because I'd rather, to me that's what it's about the product, because that's what you're left with. After the money's spent, a YouTube video will not get taken down. You might sell a beat and Ronald McDonald raps on it.
Offrey Mag.